In the 70s and early 80s, something wild took over the roads. Directors stopped chasing realism and started chasing wreckage. Cars flew, cops crashed, and nobody yelled "cut" until something exploded. These weren't just chase scenes, they were the movie. And the people behind them didn't play it safe. They just pointed a camera at the chaos and hoped no one died. This is the era when rubber met asphalt, and the asphalt usually lost. So fasten your seatbelt or don't. These movies never cared if you made it out in one piece. Vanishing Point, 1971. Before car chases became punchlines or set dressing, Vanishing Point treated the road like a religion. It's a simple setup. Ex-cop turned delivery driver hauls a white Dodge Challenger from Colorado to San Francisco. No stops, no sleep, no questions. But somewhere between the roaring engine and the rising police heat, the movie drifts into something stranger and lonelier. Barry Newman's Kowalski doesn't talk much, and the film doesn't bother explaining why he's in such a hurry. That's the magic. The less you know, the more it feels like he's outrunning everything. The system, the past, maybe even himself. Shot wide and dusty with long stretches of desert swallowing the horizon, Vanishing Point plays like an outlaw daydream. The kind of film that hits you in the gut before you realize it's doing anything at all. Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, 1974. This one doesn't ease in. It kicks the door open and floors it. Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry is loud, reckless, and barely hanging onto the road, just like its title characters. Peter Fonda plays a wannabe NASCAR driver who robs a supermarket to fund his racing dreams. Susan George is the loudmouth tag-along who won't be left behind. And together, they tear through the California backroads with the cops glued to their bumper.
Keep going, partner, because my top end is unlimited.
But what makes it special isn't just the stunt work. Though the close calls and wide shots are a masterclass in practical danger, it's the energy. The whole thing feels like it was shot on adrenaline. No time for exposition, barely any time to breathe. In a genre packed with mayhem, this flick still finds a way to spin out and leave a mark. Gone in 60 Seconds, 1974. There's no fine polish here, no stunt team credits either. Just H.B. Halicki, a Mustang named Eleanor, and a checklist of cars to steal before time runs out. The movie moves like someone making it up as they go, which isn't far from the truth. Scenes stretch, dialogue stumbles. But once the chase starts, it stops pretending to be anything but a vehicle for destruction. Literally, Halicki burns through a city with nothing but a walkie-talkie and sheer nerve. Real streets, real traffic. At one point, he crashes, limps back into the car, and keeps driving. That take stayed in the final cut. It's clunky and it drags, and then it suddenly becomes one of the wildest pursuits ever put to film. Not because it's choreographed, but because it barely is. The Junkman, 1982. Only Halicki would follow up Gone in 60 Seconds by making a movie about a guy who made Gone in 60 Seconds. That's not a joke, that's the plot. The Junkman is a meta-action film about a filmmaker targeted for assassination because of something to do with his car chase movies. Doesn't matter. What matters is Halicki used it as an excuse to launch another hour-long chain of crashes, stunts, and mid-air insanity. Only this time, he scaled it way up. Planes, motorcycles, explosions, real cops, and at least a dozen safety violations. None of it looks staged because, again, it mostly wasn't. Halicki wasn't trying to outdo Hollywood. He just did whatever it took to get the shot, even if it meant blowing up his own house. Race with the Devil, 1975. Two couples take an RV trip through Texas. Bikes strapped to the back, cold beer in the fridge. It's supposed to be easy living until they pull off the road one night and accidentally watch a satanic ritual. From that moment on, the movie never lets them breathe.
Alice, look what was stuck to the back window. It's some kind of message. Witchcraft.
The open roads turn hostile. Pickup trucks tail them. Strange faces watch from gas stations. And every time they think they've shaken it, Another chase slams into gear. Dirt roads, backwoods bridges, and a swarm of black vans gunning for their RV. What makes Race with the Devil work isn't just the stunt driving. It's the sense of being trapped in motion. The highways feel endless, but there's nowhere to run. By the time it reaches the final stretch, you're not hoping they outrun the cult anymore. You're just hoping they make it to morning. Before CGI and insurance departments took the wheel, car chase movies lived dangerously. Crews blocked real traffic without permission, rolled cars until they were unrecognizable, and called it a day when the smoke cleared. If you've got a favorite road burner I missed, drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for the next set of wheels to chase down. And if you dig this kind of cinematic wreckage, you know what to do. Until next time, keep rolling.